Hi, my name is Amanda Turner, and I'm with Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service Mature Driver Program. Today we have a friend with us from the Texas DPS to share with us more information about what to do when it's time to renew your driver's license as a mature driver. Welcome.
Good morning.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Sergeant Justin Ruiz. I'm with the Texas Department of Public Safety, and I am the Safety Education Sergeant and the Public Information Officer for the department.
Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Yes, I enjoy it.
So, as a mature driver, when it's time to renew a driver's license, I know sometimes there's a lot of questions that come about. First off, what is the process just for a general basic renewal of a Texas driver's license?
Yeah, if you want to renew, you can go online and set up that appointment. You can call a designated phone number, or you can go onto the DPS website on the driver license tab and do it that way as well.
Okay. Is there anything that someone needs to bring with them when it comes time to renew their driver's license?
Yeah, when you renew your driver's license, we want to make sure that you have your proof of residency, whether that be a phone bill, an electric bill, water bill, anything like that, that proves that you live at that residence. And then you may have to bring some medical information as well if there's some medical issues that are going on.
Okay. Do you need to bring your birth certificate? I know sometimes we've had that question come up as well.
Yeah, birth certificate is always a good thing to bring to the driver's license office because they do change systems, and sometimes not all that information gets transferred over correctly. So I always tell people, always bring your birth certificate with you, just to be on the safe hand.
Fantastic. And of course, if you've had any other name changes, such as I was married in the last couple years, so when you've had a name change, to bring that documentation as well.
Yes.
What about our friends that may have moved in from out of state? We have a lot of snowbirds in Texas. What might they need to bring?
Yes, if you've moved in to Texas from a different state, you have 90 days to renew that driver's license. When you go to the driver's license office to renew, again, you're going to have to bring your proof of residency of where you're living at. You're going to have to bring your current driver's license from that state with you. And when you go and apply for that driver's license with our driver's license folks, they're going to check everything out. As long as everything is valid on your out-of-state driver's license, you will get a Texas driver's license without having to complete a skills test as long as you relinquish that out-of-state driver's license.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is the sooner you get that done, the better.
Yeah, sooner you get it done, the better. But you will have to have your vehicles registered prior to getting a driver's license. So you have to go get your vehicles registered within 30 days and your driver's license within 60 days.
Fantastic. And for someone coming from out of state, where do they need to get their vehicles registered?
So Texas is very weird with the registrations. A lot of states, the driver's license and the registrations come out of the same office. But here in Texas, you have to go to your local tax assessor office to do your registration, whether that be Brazos County, Grimes County, or any county, any surrounding county, or whatever county you live in. You're going to have to go to that tax assessor office to register your vehicle.
Fantastic. So just a quick recap for those moving in. Your vehicle needs to be done first, and so that's going to be from your local county tax assessor office. And then you'll do your driver's license through DPS, and you'll be able to get all of that transferred with those documents and those supporting documents. Again, website, as he mentioned, the dps.gov is going to be the best source of information, and we will link that information below as well. As our mature drivers age, as they start to renew their driver's license, might anything change with those renewals?
Yes, there's some things that are going to change. At the age of 79, that individual is going to have to go to the driver's license every time they renew their driver's license. And then if they are 85 or younger and they renew their driver's license, that driver's license is going to be good for 8 years. If they renew over the age of 85, the driver's license is only going to be good for 2 years.
So frequently with our mature drivers, cataracts may become a concern. A lot of them may undergo cataract surgery or some other sort of corrective surgery that may affect their vision. Mm-hmm. How might that affect driver's license renewal?
Yeah, so if they have that restriction on their driver's license already, which is a restriction A for corrective lenses, if they go and get that surgery for their cataracts, or they go and get that corrective eye surgery, anything that's making their vision better, they can bring all that documentation from that eye doctor saying that their vision has improved and they're doing good and they no longer need that corrective lens restriction on their driver's license. The folks at the driver's license office will take that information and they're going to double check basically what the doctor is saying and have you take an eye test as well.
Fantastic. So still have to do the vision screening through the exam there
Yes.
on site.
Right, but
well.
the vision screening at the DPS office is not like it used to be back, when we first started getting our driver's license. We're not looking into a little screen. What they're doing is they're holding up a paper. They've got tape marked out on their floors. They go back, they put it up, and they say, read this line.
Okay.
So it's nothing too detrimental. You should be able to read it if you've gotten the corrective surgery and your doctors are saying you're good to go.
So very simple, non-invasive.
Very simple, non-invasive.
Perfect. There's a term called medical advisory board that sometimes comes up when talking about mature drivers and driver's license renewal. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so the medical advisory board, or like we call in law enforcement, is a MAB board, MAB. It's set through the Department of Health and Human Services, and they have a panel of doctors that look at all the MABs that come into their office. They check everything and they then will distribute whether you are going to be mapped or whether you're not going to be mapped. And all that it's saying is that law enforcement or a family member or even yourself have submitted a form to them saying that we would like you to look into this person's disabilities or anything like that to make sure that they're still capable to drive.
So if that happens, what might be some follow-ups from being referred to the medical advisory board?
Yeah, so with the medical advisory board, again, it's qualified doctors that are looking at this information. It's not any law enforcement. It's not somebody working at driver's license. It's medical people looking at your medical history and also some of your driving history that's submitted through the state. When they're looking at all that, if they decide that they want to continue the process, they will send you a form that you will fill out, and it's going to have all the questions in there for you to put in. You're going to try to answer them as truthfully as you can, but you probably will have to add some more medical information to them so they can complete their process.
One of the other questions that we get every so often are questions about scams. Can you tell us a little bit more information about things that you may have heard or some frequent scams that come about with mature drivers and renewing their driver's license?
Yeah, so there's bad people
Yes.
out there, and they're trying to get the money wherever they can. And unfortunately, a lot of the times it happens to our mature folks more often than not. But we want to tell you that DPS is not going to text you, they are not going to email you, and they are not going to call you if there's something wrong with your driver's license. If there is anything wrong with your driver's license, it's going to come through the mail with a DPS seal on that envelope and on the paperwork. And if you want to double check that information, go to your local driver's license office. Never pay something without knowing exactly where it's going.
So you can always verify that message, that correspondence. Always ask, always be aware. So just to reiterate, if it comes through text message, do not respond. If it comes via phone call, do not respond. It comes through email, do not respond. It's going to come via official documentation through a actual mail message from an official government person. Are there any final words you'd like to leave with our viewers?
Yeah, with DPS, we want to prioritize our mature drivers and make sure that they still have their independence. We're not out there to catch you doing something wrong. We're not trying to do anything to take your driver's license away. What we're trying to do is making sure that everybody that's out on the roadways is doing it safely and making sure that everybody has the right mental and physical capabilities to operate that motor vehicle. It is a big thing to do. Operating a motor vehicle is one of the most dangerous things you're going to do every single day, and we want to make sure that you are able to do that in a safe manner.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us today and for all the information you provided for our mature drivers.
Yes, ma'am.
We appreciate your help and all the information.
Thank you.